to read the information. I was enclosed for the whole weekend. Well, actually, it was on a Martin Luther King weekend, and I came home Monday night. And I don't have a problem with Mr. Armstrong either. I did question the tuition, and personally, I feel like we still should not pay that, and that's just mine. Me and Mr. Armstrong wouldn't agree about everything anytime, anyhow, the same as I would with my children or my husband. But I wish that I'd have voted no just on that part, simply because I have talked to a lot of people that are concerned about it. I had a lot of phone calls, and I've been out and about. And that's the only thing that I have to say. If I had it to do over, I would vote no just for that reason, not because of Mr. Armstrong. Just because we are financially tight, we have a lot of needs.
Well, how's it really going to benefit our schools, is what I wonder.
I'd like to say something, if I might. I've been here there's been 4 superintendents in the time that I've been here. This is the 5th contract. Every contract has been negotiated for more money except Mr. Armstrong's. He didn't ask for a raise. This $20,000 is going to be paid out over a 3-year period, isn't that right?
No, this $20,000 is a reimbursement.
Reimbursement.
If in fact he takes a class, then he's reimbursed for that class. If he takes no classes, he's not reimbursed at all, and your $20,000 is not there.
So every superintendent that we've negotiated has
And
been
this
a
is-
hire.
But it is a raise in effect. I mean, we gave him a new vehicle to drive, and we're going to pay for his PhD. So that's a substantial raise, a lot more than any teacher's got.
First, I have to submit a reimbursement to be paid. I have not submitted a reimbursement yet, and I don't know that I will. But the board complimented me by having faith in me to say we value a better educated superintendent. The class I'm taking this semester is using research to improve school. One of my textbooks, using research to improve schools. When you start working as a superintendent, the Department of Education has a year-long mentoring program. You go, you take, or you don't take classes, but you listen to people lecture, and you go and you take a test, and you pass that. If you're a superintendent for 1 year or 20 years after that, there's no additional requirement from anybody that says you have to improve your education. Now, the experience, the day-by-day experience of working as a superintendent is, believe you me, a wonderful teaching tool. But there's no formal requirement at all to improve your education. I chose on my own at 58 years of age, to go back to school, to challenge myself to become better educated. It won't make me better than anybody, but it will give me a better education as a superintendent. I hope to improve the quality of teaching and learning in Lawrence County. That's my motive.
I commend you for
As well
continuing your
as the ability
education.
to attract
I do.
students.
I would even encourage, let me say, I would even encourage this Board of Education or any Board of Education to put into a contract for any superintendent they hire to say, we expect you to apply and to be accepted and to complete, if not already completed, a doctoral program in education administration so that you can be a better educated superintendent, so that you can set an example for staff and students that lifelong learning is important.
And the whole reason why I ran for school board is because when I came here to school, the community in the school was so tight, and it was such a wonderful place to be at. And I felt like it's pulled apart a little bit. It's not far apart, but it's pulled apart a little bit. And we need to get that mesh back together. And I've been to every school since my first board meeting. I went to Fallsburg, went to Blaine, I talked to just about everybody. And some of the fear, and I wanted to express this, some of the fear, they said, well, we may get retaliated against if we talk to you. Let me tell you something. I will demand somebody's resignation if somebody's retaliated from this chair. I will. We want your input. I want your input. I'm going to be involved in schools. I'm going to be involved with everything that I can be involved with. And I want your input because you ultimately elected me. Now, people blamed it, but I'm still going to blame it because once you get on this board, you represent everybody. And we want to make sure the best happens. And as far as the contract goes, it was my very first meeting, and I was not as informed as I wanted to be. And I told Mr. Armstrong, not against him, but my father always told me to make an uneducated decision, you were a fool. And I wasn't going to be a fool. So I want to assure people that we're up here to do the right thing. And now that I have looked into it in quite a different ways, I feel that we have a sound system. We have a lot of work to do, but I think we do have a sound system and sound pieces in place. But we do, Mr. Armstrong knows I'm going to hold his feet to the fire. That's my job. And this is what this board's job is. We're the board. He can't set anything in motion that we don't put in motion. That's the law. So I think that we all need to get together and get stronger as a community and stronger as a school and make this school what it should be.